Alrighty, here we are. Elvira and Dragon King Sharun data mine. Let's go. So, Elvira is a Thief Capricorn. Okay, so she has attack percent and then F-res. Interesting. That's kind of weird. Hit and Run. This is her skill 1. Attack stamina, chance to spell 1 buff, grants an extra turn. Okay, that's not a very good S1. I mean, it's like okay, but it is 100%, which is nice. Skill 2. Oh boy. Increases effect resistance by 30%. I guess it goes up to like 50 or something. When attacking, can't trigger a crit. When the caster is immortal, decreases the amount of fighting spirit gained by the enemy by 100% when she's immortal. After using a basic skill in the caster's turn, when the caster is immortal, activates Exterminate as an extra attack. Can only be activated once every 2 turns. Attacks all enemies, inflicting Beguile. Oh. So it puts Lewis debuff Beguile on all enemies. That's really strong. When she's immortal. So let's see what her S3 is. Probably gives her immortality, I'm guessing. Attacks the enemy, dispelling all buffs before making them unhealable for 2 turns and grants immortality to the caster for 3 turns? Oh my, that's why she is F-res. Holy. Penetrates the target's defense. When the target is a hero, damage don't increase in proportion to the caster's health. Wait, so it's 100% defense pen, health scaling, S3, that strips buffs and makes 3-turn immortality. Wait, yeah, 4-turn cooldown, 3-turn immortality. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. This seems... it comes down to also how much damage she does on this. I mean, it's 100% pen, but this might completely obliterate MO Landy and Emily Fiend, because they can't get Fighting Spirit. And I'm assuming you build her fast. Like, wouldn't you build her possibly similarly to the new Litica? Like, you, depending on the damage numbers, if she has really high damage in this, you don't have to go F-res, and you could build her that way. Or you could build her F-res and build her way slower or something, but then you would have to build her tanky and maybe just full support. She might just be a full support that you build with some bulkiness, some speed, and then everything into F-res and use like Bastion or something like that on her. Because 3-turn immortality, dude, that's 3 turns of the opponent not being able to gain Fighting Spirit at all is really good. I would say the downside is that other than removing Fighting Spirit, she doesn't do a lot, right? Like, let's say you build her as a support, so this doesn't do damage. This has a 2-turn cooldown to Beguile, so she does some damage with that, which is good. And her S1 is kind of whatever. Oh, wait, but you can soul burn, so doesn't that mean you can S3, take turns, then you soul burn S1 and then S3 again? Oh my god. That's so annoying. Oh, wait, is the target's HP? Oh, it's proportionate to the target's HP. Wait, their current HP. So does that mean if they're hurt a bunch, it would, like, execute then? Yeah, sorry, I misread it. So it's possible it just executes people. That's interesting. So she's probably not, like, a full damage nuke unless she has some weird interaction where the higher health they are, the more damage she does or something. Okay, so, yeah, sorry, I misread that. I was... Can you read? Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, I understand. Very interesting. Okay, our artifact. Increase the effect res by up to 30%. It's on Thief, by the way. After using an attack, except for a basic skill, when a non-critical hit is made, removes 20 souls from the enemy. Can be activated once every 4 turns. That seems pretty good, potentially. Huh. Yeah, sorry, my camera's blocking. It has a bunch of health on it. Interesting. Keep in mind, she's not a limited unit, I don't think. But very interesting artifact. I'm not sure how many characters would want to use it, but I like the idea of it. She comes out next week. Now, let's see what the next ML5 is, though. Dragon King Sharun. Oh boy, effectiveness in the skill set. Oh boy. She has the same base stats, I think, as Maid Chloe, who has 18 effectiveness built in her skill set as well, and no F-res. Please cleanse or something. Oh god. What's it gonna be? S1. This is you know, it made Chloe like stun chance, 30% stun chance, up to 100%. That's good. Any soul burn that's 100% like stun or other things like that is usually really nice. Okay, S2. Immune to stun and sleep. Hold up. At the start of the turn, dispels all debuffs which prevent movement from all allies. Whoa. Okay, that's kind of something we've needed. That's a big deal. At the end of someone's turn, when an ally is inflicted with a debuff which prevents movement, increases combat readiness of the caster by 20% and grants Cascade to all allies. Can only be activated once per turn. Goes up to 30% push. After attacking, deals 2,500 fixed damage to the target dispelled after attacking. You know what? This makes it so that you murder squishies, but it also is adding damage versus characters like Emma Landy and stuff like that. It's fixed damage 2,500. So even low damage or low attack targets or something can do a nice amount. Wait a second. After attack deals that much to the target. Does this work on Last Rider Crow S3? Like, would Last Rider Crow skill 3 and do an extra 2,005 to everybody? That's so dumb. That's so dumb, dude. I don't like that. I hope it says to the target as like, you know, one person, but it might work on everybody. This is a 1-turn cooldown, so if your opponent picks stuns and sleeps, they get blasted. Especially when they're uncontrollable ones, right? Where like they have to use the ability or like their skill 1 has it. This is interesting. Let's see her skill 3 though. What does this do? We haven't even seen her skill 3, by the way. Attacks all enemies with the power of a divine dragon, decreasing buff duration by 2 turns. That's really good. Up to 100% chance to inflict class debuff for 2 turns, and decrease combat readiness by 20%. Increase combat readiness to the caster by 50%. Wait. Thief Warrior, Ranger, Mage, decreased attack, Knight, Soul Weaver, decreased defense. Whoa! Wait, that's so crazy. That's really interesting. Knights and Soul Weavers decreased. How much decreased defense? Is it like full on decreased defense, like defense down and attack down? Or is it like something else? I think it's just putting that debuff on them. Wait, this is really good. She seems really, really strong, actually. So essentially, they made her into a flexible character where she's good at being offensive and defensive depending on the situation, where she cleanses the team of the stun and sleep, which is really good defensive stuff, and she's able to decrease their attack, which is defensive. But she's really aggressive in the fact that she adds the damage and the flat damage, especially at killing squishies, and she has the decreased defense to just like wipe out a team. And her skill 1, you know, being able to stun is just good. This seems really good, actually. This seems really, really good. I really like this skill set, actually. It's really interesting. This is a super unique skill set. And I like that they're finally interacting with classes. I've always thought there should be stuff that deals with, like, maybe adding or removing classes and characters, or, like, you know, doing weird interactions, but that's cool. Oh, I guess she's in the Moon Bunny universe. So, Elvira, skill 1 is 1/1. Okay, whatever. Skill 2 proc is 0.5, so it's essentially, she doesn't do damage on skill 1 or skill 3. Or skill 2. Skill 3 is 0.2 power 1. They have not put the scaling yet of how much health scaling there is. They will soon. Dragon King Sharun, I mean, who cares? 1 and 0.5. Like, literally doesn't matter, right? Well, I guess in summation, I would say that Elvira seems like a really interesting unit. You could build her either as a support or a speed unit. We don't have the exact number in her skill 3, but I think this is a more elegant way of dealing with Fighting Spirit, because I think if you make a character like Belian or Solitaria, that's horrible. That's a horrible, horrible thing to do. Belian and Solitaria just negate it, which is dumb. But having a character where there are conditions to having it work is much smarter and much better. You forgot her HP scaling is 16%. Yeah, Giovalin in the chat is the one who did this, and he, so 16% HP scaling on skill 3. So 16% of their missing health or their total health. Yeah, so in total, I would say Elvira, I kind of like how she works in that way. And Fighting Spirit has been getting a little bit out of hand, so it might be a good thing. The problem is characters like Designer Lilibet get punished and stuff, which I don't like. I think that's kind of bad that some of these other characters are getting punished. just because characters like, you know, Mo Landy and Mo Yufine kind of ruin it for everybody. But I think Dragon King Sharun actually may be good for the game. I actually think that this is good against Death to the Array. I think the game is kind of out of control right now with the amount of just dumb debuffs that are happening. Wait, this isn't a non-attack skill. So she can't cleanse, though. That's the one problem, is she's not able to actually cleanse. So she has a really strong downside in that she specifically stops stun and sleep, but she does not stop these other things. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way of doing it. You know what the problem is, though? Lua and Knockwall still obliterate everybody. Doctor's Bag only works on non-attack skill, so this is an attack skill. It doesn't work. I don't think, right? Am I dumb? Wait, S3 is non-attack? Oh, it's not an attack! Oh, okay, I am dumb. Okay, I'm dumb, sorry. This is a non-attack skill, so you can use Doctor's Bag. Well, there we go. It's a non-attack skill. Great. Wait, no, it isn't attack skill. Yeah, wait, it says attacks! Why did I got gaslit by chat? It says attacks! I was right, and then... Okay, whatever. I got convinced that I'm dumb. Whatever. I was right, and then I was wrong, and now... Okay, whatever. We're all on the same page here. That's what really matters. It is an attack. It's the first word is attack. Bunch of liars. This is really good versus aggressive teams, though, in the fact that she pushes up and pushes them back and attack downs them, which is insane. And she even pushes herself up. Yeah, this is really good. The S2, I don't think it's going to have an animation. I'm pretty sure it won't have an animation. Base speed, her base speed, I believe, is 106 because it's made Chloe's base speed. And she has like 18 effectiveness, like 700 base defense, like 5,300 or 5,600 base health. Something like that. And Elvira's base stats are, I believe, Winters, which is like 118 base speed, not amazing health, not amazing defense, like 30 effectiveness or something built in, I believe. So yeah, Doctor's Bag isn't going to work on someone like Sharun. Not 100% sure what you want to use. Maybe even use Sharun's artifact for the extra effectiveness, possibly. But all in all, I think these are actually really cool. I really like them, and I'm excited to see both of them come out, because I think they're characters that were developed to try and solve some of the issues with the meta, rather than add a whole wrench in everyone's plans with making the meta worse, like making a character like on the level of Mo Yufine or Mo Landy. So I think this is awesome. Veronica does counter Elvira. Yeah, it's good to have counters 2 units. Like, Sharun is not a character that cleanses everything and kills everything, right? Elvira's not a character that just kills every unit. She's specifically pigeonholed for one thing. So I think that's good to have. You need an equal amount of cool units that come out that aren't counters to units, and an equal amount of units that come out that are counters to OP units. You need to kind of go half and half to make the meta better. So anyways, all in all, really cool characters coming out soon. I guess we'll see Elvira next week and Sharun in 2 weeks. Guess I gotta get started on shop refreshing.